Hello everyone, and welcome back. So, yeah. You guys all wake up the next day.
Morning has broken.
Make the
As Vondal is waking up, he kind of just sits up, looks over at Kelariis, looks at the sword, and kind of the best way I can think to describe it is, you know, when you kind of like do a nod and just do the face of, okay, and then he gets his journal out and starts scribbling.
Okay.
Do I see him do that?
Roll me an insight check.
An insight check?
Yeah. Like, you notice that Vondal, like, sort of, like, looks at you for a second. Like, he just, like, you're sort of packing your things up, getting ready to sort of, like, you've just finished getting dressed, you pack all your things up. Then you notice that Vondal's looking at you, and then he gets his journal out and starts writing.
Did you need something, Vondal?
Oh, no, it's fine, don't worry about it.
Okay, then.
Yeah, okay, that happened.
Like, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, bye.
I didn't read into it enough, and I'd just be like, alright, whatevs.
Yeah, no, so guys sort of prepare to move off, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that the right one? I think my thing has stopped. So, yeah, you guys, I assume, are just sort of like packing up your things and getting ready to go.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Cool. So yeah, you guys get ready, pack up all your gear, sort of have something to eat before you set out. You come out into the hall after eating, and you basically notice that Ilaran is in conversation with Lady Yenna in the hall. They seem to be the only people in the hall, and basically it's like, as you guys walk in, they sort of hear the door open, turn around, and Ilaran sort of like waves at you.
Guess we go over to him. I mean,
I guess we go over and say our goodbyes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you say sort of, we're getting ready to go, and he says, it's a shame to see you leave so soon, which Lady Yenna says, yes, quite, it was very pleasant to see you again.
It's good to see that things are coming along well here as well. And I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Besides, there's still the chain links over here.
Yenna sort of smiles and says, yes, they are still in the storeroom downstairs. You ever want to take them. And Elaine sort of says, so, where are you headed now?
We're heading to my home.
He looks at you curiously, says, home? Where is home?
Well, it's sort of a secret grove.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, based on the grove we found near Silverbrook and obviously the Wraithglass, we believe, well, V's reason for leaving home is caused by the same thing. Essentially, that any kind of instance of blighting tree is probably caused by these crystals. So we figure if we're going to try and collect more of them, that's the best place to start.
Yeah, Elaran sort of nods and says, I suppose that makes sense.
After that, we're making our way. Well, we're making our way south
Making our way downtown.
to other
Walking
locations
path.
of interest.
Aaron sort of nods and says, "Well, I wish you the best of luck on your travels."
And to you.
Yeah, Lady Anna sort of nods and says, "Again, I will extend the same thing that my husband extended to you. We still owe you a huge debt of gratitude if you should need anything."
I just kind of bow and say thank you.
The conversation sort of naturally ends there if you head off.
As we leave, can I just kind of say to Ilran, maybe you should think about writing to your sister. I say it like lower to like in not like really loudly kind of thing,
Yeah.
just so that he can hear.
He looks you sort of like in the face for like a really long time, and he's you can see him sort of like weighing options in his mind, and so before he sort of says, "Thank you, Kelariis, for your honesty. I'll consider it."
I just wish that I would do the same for myself sometimes. But I think that you have a better. I'm trying to think how to word that. I think that you have a better opportunity to do so than I do at the moment.
He smiles and nods and says, perhaps by some twist of fate, this was all meant to happen."
It's almost like there's a benevolent god out there.
Oh man.
Do any of
Who
us
controls
actually hear
all
this
your
conversation?
actions?
Yup.
And at the second that he gets bored with the story,
Death.
Do any of us actually hear this conversation? Or
No, this is purely between Kelariis and Ilran.
yet.
It's like the same thing that Lily said.
Well, Ilran means it in the sort of "there's fuck all I can do about it" sense, so maybe it was meant to happen, rather than it suggesting a fundamental interconnectedness of all things.
What
Yeah.
do you mean?
Ilran means it sort of shit happens. But yeah,
I mean, they know where you are anyway, so it's like may as well do like with your
Yeah,
sister.
like,
I mean, I didn't say that in character.
no.
But
He nods at like your previous statement. Says, "I think perhaps both my father and I have grown up a little. He may not always agree with me, but I think I understand now that all he ever wanted was just to protect my sister and I, and it may have been the wrong idea, but it was the right intent."
I nod. I don't know what else to say.
Well, if you don't respond to that, he says, "Well, good luck on your travels, Chloe, and maybe one day you'll have the same chance I've been given."
Maybe, but good luck with everything for you as well, Ilran.
He smiles and shakes your hand.
Oh.
You guys are ready to depart.
Wait, where's Simone? We should probably say bye to her.
Do you want to go looking for Simone?
Can we ask Illiran if he knows where she is?
Yeah, I assume you did that before you had the conversation with
Okay.
Kelariis. Yeah, he basically says she's probably outside doing exercises.
Cool. I guess we'll look for her out there then.
Yeah, as you walk past basically the training hall that's the Wild Hunt Hall that is basically still sort of undergoing construction, and sure enough, Simone is basically standing in the yard, basically practicing with her sword. She doesn't see you guys, she's too busy sort of locked in her practice.
Can I call out to her?
Yeah, as soon as you call her name and she turns and she smiles and beckons you. You guys come in.
Can I just say, I thought you were having a break.
Doesn't mean she
Yeah,
can't practice.
just you don't. Just because I'm not working doesn't mean I can't keep up my skills.
Sound logic.
Besides, how do you think I keep this figure?
Wow.
Wow.
I keep
I can
Vondal
survive that.
heavily rolls his eyes.
Good metabolism? Question mark.
I wish.
Anyway, I'm just like, we're gonna head out now. So, thought we'd say our goodbyes. We leave.
Oh. It has been good to see you again. I'm glad that you're all still doing well.
Same to you.
Yeah.
Just kind of give her another bro nod. Get that.
She gives you the bro like back pat thing again.
Aw.
Hey,
I'm so glad that somebody and I understand each other.
just bros.
Just bros being
bros.
bros.
I have images now of like Arya and Simone just sat on a bed talking about just boys in general, and especially Illiran.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm
Yeah.
so sure that Arya's. Arya's a boy to talk about, but she has a girl to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, I can. Yeah, that's a conversation for another roleplay session.
Yeah.
Talking about people of interest. There we go. We do that.
Yes. Yeah. Basically, Simone says goodbyes to all of you. Same way that Illiran. And with that, presumably you guys head off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
This way, guys. I know the way.
Yeah.
Follow me.
I should hope you know the way.
Follow me.
Follow
me.
Yeah. So you guys set out into
The
a
great unknown.
familiar.
Oh shit.
And you guys basically travel for 3 days.
Rolling a lot of dice.
Without incident.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Fantastic.
Just as a thing, like shortly after they set off, in like an hour or 2 hours, maybe.
Mhm.
Vondal's kind of gonna fall in step alongside Kelariis and just ask, why exactly did you need to get that sword? If you don't mind me asking.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of how to word this very quickly.
Yeah.
I was sent by my god to retrieve the sword, though it's not the same as it used to be. This isn't. It's not exactly as it was intended to be existing. Why do you ask?
I have reason to believe that, well, I'm having my suspicions that this is, well, greater than I thought it was, and, well, I've been proven correct.
And what do you mean by that?
I find it hard to interpret what Tom means when he does speak with me, but last night he did speak, and from what my interpretation is that, well, there's more to you and this sword than I initially thought. I want to help restore it to its former glory.
I think Kelariis is actually surprised by that. I'd also like to see it restored to its former glory. And I do believe that it will take a fair bit of work to do that. And it's nice to know that I have somebody that I can trust at my back. Thank you.
He's just gonna sort of nod.
I don't suppose you have any more information from Torm?
Don't Torm and Tritherion like not get along?
I don't know if Kelariis knows that though, because she doesn't necessarily know a lot of the history.
That's fair.
And I don't know if she
think
would have
Torm
found that in
fully
the books.
understands that it is in fact Tritherion.
Fair.
He might have suspicions, but I don't think he's confirmed it.
Ferrous, I wouldn't have found that in any of the books, would I?
You know that your deity is looked down upon by members of other religions, and you know the reason why, in that they like law and order, and they like everybody to do what they're told, and Tritherion doesn't like people doing what they're told and only doing what they're told.
Right.
He understands a need for law, but the enforcement of it is You don't move in antithesis of each other. It's just that when Torm gets out of hand, Tritherion intervenes, and when Tritherion gets out of hand, Torm intervenes. Your deities exist to equalize each other.
I'm beginning to wonder if we have different definitions of restoring it to former glory, but you know...
Who knows?
I mean, Kelariis wouldn't really consider that Vondal, at the very least, was trying to do something bad in helping, or offering to help, so... I mean...
It's good to... Yeah, I was gonna say, well, this thing, you've given me no cause to suspect you of wrong. So, well,
apart from Killer Dude.
Well,
we've all killed someone.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
we all killed our fair share. This is sure.
You've fought Kelariis murdered. Yes, he was evil, but he should
Lawful
still
good
have
and
faced
one.
judgment.
Yeah.
It was not Kelariis' place to administer justice.
Well...
Yeah, in your opinion.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And this is why you clash.
Yep. Well, I was probably trying to forget that though. Mainly for
I was gonna say.
what happened afterwards.
I was like, it hasn't really been brought up, so
That's kind of all I wanted to do there.
Okay.
all right. I'd like to say though, I think it's funny that we probably were trying to have this conversation in a hushed tones, but because of the height difference, I imagine that was really fun to do.
Yeah.
I just had a
Yeah.
motion for you to like walk a bit slower for a bit.
And anyone who wanted to eavesdrop could have done so quite easily, but they probably would have been noticed. And I don't think anybody is that fussed.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm
that
busy
sure.
leading
Yep.
the party.
First time
I'm
in
busy
forever.
like I just imagine I'm like V's
Yeah.
like trying to lead us, and then she's like flower, and I'm like no.
No, don't look at the flower.
Just kind of guides her back onto the path.
Yeah.
It's like the equivalent of squirrel.
Squirrel.
Actually, V would probably do that too.
Yeah.
She probably would, yeah.
And she'd also go, "Oh, that's a really big tree."
Well, put it this way. V is headed in the right direction. You guess she's headed in the right direction. You know roughly the direction in which she's headed, Arya. But she walks in like a zigzag, and you walk in a straight line.
Oh god, I'm just
To
like
the zigzag, she's like, "Ooh, we're going the right way. I know this tree."
Yeah, V tries to travel from landmark to landmark rather than taking a direct path.
and I'm just like, please.
Anyway, do we arrive yet?
Yeah, if you guys don't do anything for 3 days, so you can pick spells and things ready for ready for your arrival, and you consume 3 days of rations. But eventually, time passes, and you on the third day you arrive in the Grove. Well, not quite in the Grove just yet.
Yeah,
On the
yeah,
outskirts.
Oh, this looks lovely.
It is lovely.
It's lovely.
Seems to have some very weird lighting going on.
Yeah, I don't know what the lighting's about, but we'll just ignore that. It's fine.
It's because it's a camera effect rather. Oh, that's really loud.
Well, let's say, is it a camera effect or is it an entrance?
No, it's a camera effect.
Oh.
Because this is a digitally taken photo, not.
Ruining my immersion, Ferrous.
Shush. Right.
Like,
As you arrive, though, everybody roll me perception checks.
this is going to be so much fun. Oh!
Shit.
Fuck yeah!
Look at that. 20.
Wow, that's thematically appropriate.
Are we sure Grim doesn't have advantage?
We're sure it does have advantage.
I never do.
Oh.
Vi and Vondal, as you approach this grove, it's too quiet.
God.
There's almost no bird song. There's no animal sounds. V, you've never heard the place this quiet. Something isn't quite right. And as you are basically walking through this quiet wooded area, Vondal, you spot a figure sitting on a fallen tree just up ahead.
I'll point this out to people.
Okay. Everybody looks, presumably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see... basically, they've got their back turned to you, but it seems to be a small figure with like very, very bushy hair.
Ah!
V, it seems familiar to you. You
will
can't be
bow
sure,
over.
but you think
Well.
you know.
Can I walk closer?
Yes. The figure does not hear you approach. Roll me another perception check as you get closer. Actually, no, your passive perception is... What is your passive perception?
19!
19.
Holy shit.
As you approach, You're pretty sure the figure is crying.
Sad. Sad dryad.
Can I say hello?
As you say hello, the figure looks up. It is a face you recognize. It is Neve.
Can I run over to her and sort of be like, Neve, what's wrong?
As she sees you, she gasps, says V, and as you move towards her, she stands up from the log and backs away from you.
Oh.
What's going on?
I didn't... You shouldn't be here.
Why? I'm back to come help my mother. I've brought my friends. We're here to help my mother's tree.
She looks behind you, sees your companions, and sort of goes kind of pale. And she says, V, you brought strangers.
No, it's okay. I know we don't usually let people stay here very long, but it's to help us. I'm not sure if I can do this on my own, so these are my friends. I've traveled with them for a few weeks.
She looks at you and she mouths helplessly for a few minutes. Well, not a minute, a few moments. And she says, V, I shouldn't be telling you this, but since you left, things have changed.
What do you mean? Is everything okay? Is everyone okay?
She looks down, and as you notice, as she looks down, you notice that she's like, through her dress, she's constantly sort of like rubbing her left arm. And she basically says, Chalcon, your mother, she isn't getting any better. In fact, she's getting worse. She's barely conscious most of the time now.
Let me see her.
You can't.
No, I have to. Look, we're gonna make this better.
Hey, listen. Malia's been telling everyone that you're the reason this blight is here. That you're dangerous.
What?
Your magic, it's just not... It isn't normal.
No, what? That doesn't make sense. I've done all of this to help you.
Sorry. They sent you away because they thought you were dangerous. Ever since you've gone, everything's just been getting worse. It gets...
Well, surely that means. Can I speak out?
Is this all in Sylvan, by the way, or is this in common?
Oh yeah, this is all in Sylvan.
Oh well, I can understand that. So it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I speak up and be like, well, surely if it's been worse when she's been gone, then that means it's not probably her fault.
She looks at you and this girl looks terrified, like sort of you as you're talking, but it's almost like she wants to run away from you, but she resists the temptation. You expect because you're an elf. But yeah, she basically says, I suppose that makes sense, but the other Dryads, they don't believe that. Alia just she tells everyone that everything will be fine if they just send all the tainted Dryads away. and with that, she begins to cry like again.
Oh god.
Oh, yeah, you guys can see her by the way. Where is she? Boop. Oh wait, hold on. That's.
I was like,
everyone.
you booped and nothing happened.
Boop.
Yay! She's really nice.
Oh yes.
Please read. Please
Yeah,
read what Ferrous wrote about her.
The description is what V tells you about her.
Oh my
Squishes
god.
my head a bit. That's wonderful.
Oh my gosh, that's
Fuck
cute.
you, Ferrous. Right? Fuck you. Right? You can't make this really tragic and then have really adorable descriptions for everything. You fucking
I can. It
prick.
makes everything 10 times more tragic.
Fuck you.
I
Fuck you.
got her.
Everything you've done.
I got her a shiny green stone for her birthday. Oh my god.
Fuck you, Ferrous.
Yeah, she starts crying again.
Again. Arya did not sign up for this crying dryad life.
Arya can keep her mouth quiet.
Wow.
Arya, roll me a perception check whilst you're part of this interaction.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, okay.
Sure don't have advantage?
Sure.
Can Lyra make it so you do?
Oh, that's true. Can Lyra make it?
Sure.
Wow, that's Lyra, honey.
That's also, God damn it.
You're letting me down.
You look at Lyra, Lyra looks at you, just goes,
Oh.
Oh.
Does the
just like, I don't know what to do with these crying plant children.
quick, be the cuddly, adorable animal that you're not, and go comfort them.
Wow.
Amazing.
Look,
She gives you that
These
look
are-
where she folds one ear down.
V's just gonna start like mumbling to herself.
I thought you were gonna say V's gonna start crying too, and I was gonna be like, no.
I mean that's already happening, don't worry.
Yeah.
You okay, V?
Yeah, you guys, the rest of you guys come closer, and like you sort of like hear the tail end of this conversation in Sylvan, and yeah, then one of the dryads starts crying. V's like crying and mumbling to herself, and yeah, bad shit.
Bad shit TM.
Picture TM.
Yeah, can I like explain a little bit to the rest of the group who couldn't
Yeah,
understand that?
you give a rough translation of sort of like what was said.
Hmm.
By the way, V's sort of mumbling about how in Sylvan again, because now she's just comfort talking, which is not in
Yeah.
common. She's sort of saying like, so the dream with the weird dream was true then. With the Rave Shard.
Kind of like look at her weird and be like, "What dream?"
I'm gonna, because Arya is speaking to me now, I'm gonna speak in common again, because I also noticed the rest. When you first had the Rave Shard, I had a dream that the others were calling me dangerous. My mothers and my sisters, that they didn't trust me. And I thought that was just the Rave Shard being, you know,
Being the Wraith Shard.
doing what it does, I guess.
I mean, obviously, it's not your fault. This is clearly the work of another Wraith Shard, or something like it. We just need to convince them of that. And get it out of here quickly. Seems the situation has only gotten worse since you've been gone.
At this point-
Neve looks up from her crying. In Sylvan says to you, V, you can't go there, they'll kill you.
Oh!
No. Fuck.
Why, though? I haven't done anything wrong. I have been traveling for weeks. I have put myself in more dangerous situations than I've ever seen. And for what?
She just blurts out, "They're scared of us."
Of
You
us.
too?
She sort
Listen
of
to your
realizes what she said looks like awkward for a second, and then she pulls like basically the shoulder of her dress down. And
She's wearing clothes? That's
Yeah.
Yeah, she
unexpected.
is.
Okay.
sort of a similar sort of thing to V, where it's just sort of it's like a light material.
Yeah.
Yeah, she pulls down the shoulder of her dress, and you immediately notice that basically from the top of her the top of her arm just below the shoulder down to basically about halfway down her forearm, there is a like her skin has like basically blackened and become like bark.
Oh dear.
God.
Oh no.
And like basically it looks like she's quite clearly sort of like picked at it and like made it bleed and stuff, and she's like it's almost like she's like tried to scratch it off, but it hasn't worked. It looks really sore.
We need to get that whatever it is that's here. We need to get it out of here.
Neve looks at you with tear-filled eyes and sort of says, "What is happening?"
Someone else is doing this. We found a weird artifact under another town which was blighting the water. We think there's something in our grove too, and we need to find it. Because I don't want you guys being hurt, even if you sent me away. I didn't go all that way just to give up now.
Neve sort of like looks at you and says, "I think maybe I know what you mean."
What do you mean? What do you mean you know what we mean?
When this happened, and she indicates her arm, I was out wandering around the grove looking for herbs or anything that could help Falcon get better, and I found there was a cave. When I went inside, there were noises and lights, and I ran away, but something cut my arm, and then the next day it was it turned black, and well, this happened, and Xanthe saw that it was changing me, and she told Maya, who basically told the other Dryads that I was just like you, and they pushed me. And she's basically just crying again.
Can I hug her?
Yes.
Does the shoulder have any resemblance to the ones we met in the forest at Silver, or at
Yeah, it's
Blair?
Silverbrook.
Yeah, Silverbrook.
It's a similar hybridization between the effects you saw on the Dryads and the effects you saw on the human.
Oh.
Or the elf.
Mm.
Almost as if her dual heritage is making it have an effect. two small crying giant children holding each other.
Cool.
Was that a conversation in Sylvan or Common?
The entire conversation was in.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
Does Neve actually speak Common?
Neve does
Do
not
I
speak
know
common.
That? Oh, rip.
Well, she might, with your help, she might be able to manage a sentence or two, but not fluent.
Right. I'm just gonna tell the others what happened then. In Common.
Mm.
Hmm.
At least we know where to look now.
But
It's possible she
can
could
we,
lead us to the cave,
but
yeah.
Can we even get in without being?
This-
Well,
the,
Team.
Can
the whole
I
kill on
ask
side
Neve-
thing is a slight issue.
I mean, 3 of us here aren't really built for being sneaky.
Can I ask Neve
Yeah.
where the cave is in relation to the grove? Because if it's outside the grove, it doesn't really matter. You know? But of course it's going to be inside the grove because our life
Yeah,
has to be difficult.
It takes some encouragement from V, but she sort of says it's basically on the outskirts. It's still within the grove's perimeter, so the Dryads can still go there, but they don't voluntarily go there. Usually.
Well, then it's possible we could
We
sneak in.
Well, that's the thing. If we just take a long route round, approach
Yeah.
from that side, if they don't go there, they probably won't see us. Quickly
And
sneak
then-
into the perimeter and go in the cave.
Like, how, truly, or Dryads aren't usually that hostile against outsiders, right? It's just
mean-
the
Unless they
Can
believe
I-
that their grove is threatened.
Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
tell Grim what Neve told V about her getting killed if she went to the grove.
yeah. Look, I was.
Although-
I know Fee is definitely a no-go.
Yeah, with that knowledge, it Neve said they'll kill you to V, not to the rest of you.
Yeah.
Although you're outsiders,
mean-
you're aliens.
Yeah.
You get the feeling they're not in a hospitable mood at the moment.
What's the thing? I
I
feel like
think-
our best option is to
Just go to the cave.
take a long route round
A long
and just
route
to the
round.
side of the grove, staying outside the grove, going to the
Yeah.
side where the cave is, and then quickly going into the cave.
Yeah, I agree.
So if it's on the
Yeah.
outskirts, and it's a place where they don't go, we could potentially just walk in without them noticing. But if we try and sneak through the grove to get there, we will probably get spotted.
The problem you have is not the getting to the cave. It is the convincing V that she can't see her family because they're going to try to kill her.
I mean, can I walk over to V and like sort of detach her from Neve, I guess, and be like,
You
I
can
talk to you?"
try.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like put my hand on her shoulder and be like, "Can I talk to you?"
Yeah, she'll sort of nod, I guess.
And be like, "Look, it seems the situation here is not exactly how you thought it would be. However, there's a good chance that we could reach this cave, remove the Wraith Shard, and it would probably fix a lot of the issues. And they might be more willing to hear us after we do that."
From what Zale said, not necessarily fix, just prevent from getting any worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like anything at this point is better. And if we could show them the Wraith Shard, maybe they'll be more convinced that we're not here to help hurt them.
Well, the thing is, since they've apparently something around there is infecting them near the Wraith Shard, don't know if you even want to bring the Wraith Shard closer to them, since it apparently has very bad effects to like on them. I
Mhm.
feel like the best way of doing things is if we can like solve whatever issues going on in that cave, or at least stop it from expanding or whatever, and we leave a mark that like Fee was here to like show that she did something.
I mean, they won't go in the cave.
No, but like then at least Fee, like when we come back and things we have like a solution, Fee can prove that she came back and things got like stopped getting worse.
What about Neve? We can't leave her
Yeah.
here.
I I don't really know what to do about Neve right now.
I mean, I think we need to talk to the Dryads after we figure out this cave situation.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like they have no idea of what's going on, and someone needs to tell them so they don't just keep banishing people who get sick.
That is true.
But we don't have anyone who can easily get in and be listened to.
Yeah.
That's why I think we need to go to the cave first, get the Wraith
the
glass,
cave.
and then figure
Prevent
out.
things from getting worse, and then
Yeah.
check.
Anyone who
Actually,
is nearby, give me a medicine check on Neve.
Sure.
God damn it!
Oh boy. I'm crying.
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention.
She looks really bad, and you just like burst into tears again, and you can't do it.
Oh no!
all these 20s, they're taunting me.
I know.
Yeah.
Look at all of them.
All those 20s on a -1.
Kelariis, you look at Neve, and she looks like she's obviously been crying, and like she looks a mess. She's clearly not been taking care of herself. Vondal, she looks like she's starting to almost look malnourished. Like she really isn't taking care of herself, and you'd hesitate to think what would happen if she ran into any danger out here in the forest. Arya can tell you what happened the first time V ran into danger in the forest, because she was there.
This is like, okay. I have a feeling this isn't gonna work. But Kelariis would try it anyway. I'm trying to think how she'd go about this. So is V still crying, or she started crying again?
She started crying again.
God
V.
damn it.
She's just snotting profusely onto Arya's sleeve.
Oh,
Oh boy.
God.
V can. They have the other. She hasn't spoken common yet, right? Not V. Neve.
Neve doesn't
yeah.
know how to.
Okay. Well, it was more just because if not, Kelariis would speak directly to her. But if she hasn't said anything in common,
Yeah.
then look to V first and kind of be V. Do you think Neve would let me try something to see if it will help?
Yeah. I'm gonna turn around to Neve and be like, Can my friend Kelariis try to do something about your arm? She's helped me many times. I promise she won't do anything bad.
She looks worried, but she sort of like she nods and like sort of holds up the arm.
It's not gonna work, I think. But can I do the thing with lay on hands where you expend 5 points to try and like cure something that's not just like straight up hit points? I
Yep.
mean, like I feel
You cure
Jayla
poison or
knows
disease.
it's probably not gonna work. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You spend your points, summon the power. It's neither a poison nor a disease.
Yeah, I thought so. She would have tried though. Oh man.
I was thinking, there's one part that might help us. Could you ask her if she told the rest of the grove about the cave?
Yeah, sure. I asked Neve.
I did, but I don't think they paid any attention.
Yeah, I passed that on again.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, because if they like have seen how bad that place is without getting infected, and we clean it up, kind of, and it might improve our like position towards them, or their position towards us, their feelings,
You're trying to do a rep quest.
basically. But they first need to know we're doing it for them. Because you can do the rep quest, but if they don't know you're doing it, then it's kind of pointless.
I mean, some of you are already wearing tabards. That's a World of Warcraft joke.
I feel like the problem is that they're not going to notice the good thing we've done straight away. Like, it's going to take a while for for them to realize, oh, it's not getting any worse.
I mean, I think the best idea is just to sort it out and then go tell them about it, because then we have physical proof of what we're doing.
Do we have physical proof though? We don't know what we're going to find there.
As far as they're concerned, we've said we've gone in and fixed a problem.
They don't.
Are they
if
really
don't
going to
know
believe
there's-
a bunch of outsiders and two people they've banished?
Yeah, like
We need
fixed
we
the
need
problem.
like
that was
our
probably
evidence
never there for them.
as to we've done a good thing is going to take time to kick in.
Well, I think
we
the main
can
issue is
feasibly
that
prove that we have done something beneficial, but that evidence isn't going to materialize straight away.
well, I think the main problem is that if they don't know that it is a problem, then fixing it is like, well, yeah, they don't really care because they didn't really see it as a problem or know it was a problem. Yeah,
Maybe
I think
we probably need a way
since
to
we
leave some sort of evidence that we were here and we did a thing.
since we can't approach the grove safely, I think we should go with the just finding the shortest way, like from the outside to the grove to the cave. Perhaps we try fix it, and depending on what we encounter, we can bring something back, perhaps. And if the effects remain, we perhaps can show them. And if things get out of hand, we guess we'll just have to make sure we're prepared to run, because I don't want to take offensive action against V's family.
Yeah, I would prefer
Yeah.
not to fight any of the dryads.
Yeah, same.
How does that sound?
The more I sit here and think about it, the more I'm just like, fuck it, one of us should go into the grove.
No, it's not a good idea.
I know, but how else will they believe that we've been here and done something?
Well,
Look, we'll have to go in after, and we can't go in as soon as we've finished clearing out the cave. We need to give them a chance to realize things have gotten better. Wait for tensions to die down a bit before we.
I mean, it's gonna take like weeks, I feel.
and well, perhaps if we can stop the process, since we can't actually reverse the effects yet, or at least I assume we can't. And well, once we get like the results from the professor, and we can reverse the things, perhaps we can approach them with a solution. Because if we can stop the process on V's friend here and reverse it, we can show that the magic is, or whatever it is
Okay, but
reversible,
think about
and we can
think
fix
about
it.
the time scale on that. So we take the race shard, we go back to the capital. That's like a week of travel. We're there for however long. Come back. It's 2 weeks of travel. What are we gonna do? And like, what are they gonna do in that time? And what about Neve?
Exactly. We've got to
think
we can't just leave Neve in the forest.
we're gonna have to find a caretaker for Neve. Problem is, since she has like this infection, I don't know exactly how it works, but I don't actually want to have her around other dryads too much, I would say, just in case.
Neve looks at all these fingers being pointed at her, turns to V and says, V, what are they saying?
We're trying to figure out a way to talk to our sisters and to keep you safe as well.
Do you see that I'd sent you a DM as well, by the way?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Just reminding.
It's gonna be okay, Neve. We'll find a way.
Okay. Well, this is the thing. We definitely need to go in there. Safest way is definitely to stay clear of the grove, go around, spend as little time in the grove as possible. But that's the
gonna-
thing. The complications are that we can't be seen. We can't prove. Once we do what we set out to do, we can't prove we've done it without potentially weeks of waiting
Well,
to see what. So they realize, that the effects have stopped and things die down a bit.
Wouldn't it be
And
great
even
if you guys
then-
had a way to change your appearance?
I do, but
Fee, I have a suggestion, but you might not like it. Like, your quest or your goal is to save your mother. What if by stopping this cave thing from going on, we save your mother, or so at least partially for now, but you can't go and see her? As badly as you want to, you can't go into the grove and see the rest of your family. And not until we've found a better solution.
I'm eternally reminded of why you're called Grim.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The problem is we don't know enough about this to go to them and offer a solution.
I mean, I think we know
A true,
enough.
defined solution, an end to what they're having. We can promise an end to it getting any worse.
Maybe.
Yeah,
we
which
can't
is way
actually-
better than nothing.
It is, but
But will they listen to
they
us?
want
Is the problem
they
too.
want a solution. They want an end to it all right now. They don't want an end to the worst. They don't want things to stay as they are. They want things to go back to the way they were before, and we can't offer them that.
The thing is, every encounter we have with them is, well, potentially like a violent one, since apparently they're, well, basically Fee is kill on sight for them. So I can't really imagine.
They're paranoid and frightened.
Yeah. And since they're so, well, if there's really someone there like fear mongering, that their reactions are not gonna be those of like a rational being. They're gonna just react on fear and on instinct, whether their instinct is right or not.
If we
As much as
we
I
can
hate,
stop it getting worse, and if I can talk to my mother, then she may be able to convince the others. Because Melia never trusted my magic. She was always a little bit worried. But my mom told her that it was fine, and I thought she believed that. So maybe I think my mother would be able to convince them. But I need to talk to
Wasn't-
her first.
Wasn't
we
your
can't-
mother in a coma or something? Or unconscious?
it's going to be hard for you to get in there and speak with your mother without anyone noticing you or us.
Not if she were to change what she looks like.
Which she has never done that before. We
I-
don't know.
Well, I have used Alter Self before, but the issue there
Okay.
is who would I transform into that they would trust?
Yeah.
It's a good
Because they don't
question.
trust Neve. They wouldn't trust any outsider.
Well, perhaps if you change into one of your, one of the people or like one of the dryads they still like, and you use Luka's like stealth ability, if Arya, Arya
Luka?
uses like the stealthy thing, the stealth shroud.
You need to be
And you
close to
can-
Arya
You need to
for
be
that.
close to Arya for that.
Well, it would be a two-man thing then. Yeah, you both. Yeah, no, that doesn't work again.
As,
So
as
it's
much,
like if you can sneak in, then like you have like safety of like being someone they know if you get caught. But
You
Unless you
also
get
have
caught by the
insider
person.
information about what's going on in the camp that you can use.
yeah,
'Cause she's still looking at you confused.
Yeah. Can I ask Neve, like, how are the others? How's Melia? How's Santhe?
Scared. They spend most of their time patrolling the grove and watching out for dangers. They boss the others around and make them collect food, and the only person left caring for Sarkhan were Azure and myself until, well, here I am.
Would it be hard to get to my mother unnoticed?
She thinks for a moment and says, "You could, but Azure is always there if she saw you. She doesn't hate you, but you know she can't. She just listens to the others."
What if the others are patrolling around, maybe I could try to look like Santhe and try to convince Azure to give me some time with my mother. But first we absolutely need to go into the cave. And then my friends can stay with you. I promise they won't hurt you.
She looks worried, but sort of nods in agreement. She's too scared to make any decisions for herself.
Okay, well, we're going into the cave, but how do we look after Neve while we're in the cave?
I suppose we could leave Lyra here
Why would leave her here?
to make sure nothing bad happens to her.
Yeah, like
And Lyra
Is
doesn't
She can
know
She
that
can
we're
talk
in
to
the cave
animals.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, she could talk
Yeah.
to Lyra.
is there a
you also
be enough?
don't really know how long you're going to be, but like she's survived this long on her own.
That's
Hmm.
true.
If you feed her, make sure she's safe somewhere, she can take care of herself.
Okay.
She's not totally helpless.
So we'll leave Lyra to look after Neve.
No, I think
Well,
Ferrous was implying
it
that she'd
depends
be fine.
if Lyra wants to go into the cave at all.
That's
That's
true.
exactly. Lyra probably. I don't know if Lyra want to go into the cave anyway.
All right,
Can
can I
I
sort of
just-
relate to
Well-
everyone in
No.
Common and Sylvan what the plan is?
Yeah. Yeah, you are all brought up to speed on the plan. Neve just nods and just doesn't ever stop looking at you. You don't even know if she took in the plan, but she just agrees to everything that you say.
We should hurry up before any of this gets worse.
Yeah, if that's all you want to do, then Neve will lead you. Cool.
Now that section is over, I actually have to go for food.
Ah, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Um,
So we'll take a break and then we will be back.